Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and I'm here today with another Collect-A-Thon video. This one's about the 2007 line of Matoran figures from LEGO Bionicle. I've previously talked about the 2006 ones, well, of which there were 6, and this one also has 6 of them together. Although 2 of them are kind of different. They're not exactly Matoran, but they kind of fall into that line of smaller, buildable, posable figures, just like the Matoran do. But I'm pretty sure these are just kind of like tame animal creatures, in the storyline. You can find out more information elsewhere. But for right now, I'm just going to give a brief overview of these. I have reviewed Dekar on my channel before. I'm not sure if I'm going to review the others, but you'll get my basic thoughts here. The interesting thing about these is that, unlike the 2006 line, which had them all released in small box sets, 1 figure each, and right at the start of the 2006 year, these only had these 4 released in their own boxes at the time of 2007 starting. And the other 2 were not in their own boxes. They were in the same box, but they weren't in a small box like the other ones. They were in the later half of the year with a larger figure set called Karzani. And they were intended to be 2 figures that had a little buildable net, kind of like a claw-catching thing. And they were trying to capture Karzani as would be, playable in the set. So it's pretty interesting how those worked out. But these are all together the same, collectible grouping of the Matoran. So there are actually a few notable differences between each group of them. The back 4 are pretty much the same all the way around. These have a few differences between them other than color, in that they're pretty much the same build, but they have a few differences in how the feet look for these 2. These 2 have the same feet. They have the same weapons here, but they have different weapons here. 2 of them actually have the same weapons because they're claws. All of them have different masks on them, which is actually pretty nice because most of them are recolors of different available masks beforehand. This one, not so much. And the difference between these is that, these have launchers on them, same as these also have launchers that are kind of mounted on their shoulders. You can kind of move it around a little bit, but if you move it too far, you might knock the ball out of there. These don't have launchers because they have the larger net thing from their set of origin, but instead on the backs they have a breathing apparatus, which I think is very important because they're underwater, they're Matoran, they need to breathe somehow. A lot of the other Toa figures from this line from 2007 have breathing apparatus, and even several of the villains do too. So that's actually a pretty good improvement halfway through the year. Not great, but still an improvement nonetheless. At some point, they'll have breathing, tubes, and that's actually pretty neat. I think if you could put the 2 together, they would have some pretty cool looking Matoran. Now, the 2 in the bottom, the Hydruka, I believe that's what they're called, are, like I said, just tame animal-type creatures that work with the Matoran. They have a bunch of posability. You can move these leg bits in between each other. They have, the different joints here as well as here. And you also have the stinger area, which is another launcher, just like these. So it's actually pretty useful for all that. And they don't really have any new pieces. They're just recolors of existing pieces. This one is new at the time of when it was released. This one was new at the time of release, but they're both available in the Baraki sets. If I recall correctly, this one was from Takadox, this one was from Kalma. But you get more in there, and that's a little different. What I do like is that they have the little piece underneath as kind of their jaw. And this is actually a piece previously used for kind of like a Wolverine claw. And it's actually pretty cool that they use it as part of the mouth area for these figures. These heads have been used so many times, it's almost not even funny. But I do like how they just add on a little bit more there so that it makes them a little more stand out. So these are actually pretty cool figures that I've collected. I was happy to find all of them in the same eBay lot, which was pretty good price to get all of them together. Let me know what you think in the comments below about these figures compared to 2006, compared to other years of Bionicle, compared to how they work today. These are just posable. They don't have any gearboxes or anything in them. And thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can check out more from LEGO Bionicle on my channel. There's a playlist. It's going pretty long. And you can see a lot of different years of Bionicle in there. And hopefully, come around, I'll probably do a few more Collect-A-Thon videos like this. So, let me know if you like the Collect-A-Thon videos for any LEGO themes in general. And we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos.